picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Martin. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the 1st down, but you got to love the speed.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
They'll try the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Joseph. The quick out. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out and out against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Badgers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Throwing Joseph. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires toward the end zone. Caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And they come up with an explosive play there. The quarterback had exactly what he wanted. Man coverage, safety in the middle of the field, so he throws the go route to the outside, finds his best one-on-one matchup. And how about the speed and the ability to track that football and give this offense a jolt?
The Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Working that left side now. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Touchdown, Badgers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the counter. Running into the open space. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Joseph trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he's going to bring this one out. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The run inside. It's Martin. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
To the air. It's Bachmeier. Zings it complete to the right. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. The play-action fake. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Joseph. He tries to take the top off. Snatches it on the right. Hits a seam wide open. Touchdown, Badger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Number 7, sets to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. It's complete to the right. Makes the catch and he's free. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Running inside, it's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to... Turning it on! He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Quarterbacks are... there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. While will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Punts it out of the air, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved. And the defense got to get out and get you a stop, but this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Still on his feet at the 35. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Gets away from one, finds some space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. They go play action with Joseph. Bringing the heat. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll run it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. dumps it to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here comes the heat. It's complete on the right side, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Joseph. Back open in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Plows through the defense. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Throwing Joseph. Quick completion on the out. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Joseph. He's got him. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Lets it fly. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 10 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Crimson Tide taking this fellow top 10 team to the cleaners so far. We're not even at halftime, and it's looking like a one-sided affair. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Like, can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right back to it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first?
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really
Gonna let it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Just ran him over. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Quickly complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Throwing Joseph. Quickly to the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finding some room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Cougars will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? A little release to the back. Snowed under by the defense.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Hold and finds his man on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Joseph escapes the pressure going right. Unleashes one. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it. And he doesn't do it there.
Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a bringing it back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cougars! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a... There he goes down the right side. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Badgers! That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth-quarter lead. Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock, I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show today.
Number 7, set to kick this one over.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. BYU lines up quickly. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. Ripping through the defense. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He might want another play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, BYU! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. The Cougars with the immediate response.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, you've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. BYU right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. On the run, it's Dupree. Got enough for the first. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Direct snap. Showing off their work. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Joseph on the play action. Pressure coming. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Quick strike complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Release to the back. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He gets out of bounds to stop the clock, a pickup of 20.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And the Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Right on the money. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. BYU lines up quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT? This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they're on top here in overtime.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Dances away to buy time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. A timeout is called. It gives everyone a chance to take a deep breath and get settled here in overtime. The tension, the intensity, the drama. The offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Trying to run, it's Martin. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Cougar! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
If he runs this back, this game's over. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes it past the marker. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Throwing Joseph. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
To the air on second down. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Third and goal now. They have to take care of the football, and we assume line up for the game-winning field goal attempt. From the gun on third down, Joseph. That'll do it! A double overtime touchdown to walk it off! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding